J Bolin, and welcome to this episode of Designed to Shine. So it's important in anything that you do in life, making sure that you give back, making sure that you're pouring into others, making sure that you're doing for others. I spoke to you in one of our prior two episodes about transformation. I think that you and I both can agree that we all long for those moments of just wanting to transforming not necessarily just our inner person, transforming our mindset, but transforming the glam side. So today we have with us our lovely makeover candidate, Racquel, who is going to sit and chill with me for a minute. And we're going to talk about who you are, how do we meet your need, how did you get to this particular place? We're going to talk about all those fun things. And I'm excited because she's a real hard-working woman who, has children, who has a husband. You have a lot to actually balance here. And so I think that you'll be able to relate at home by seeing someone who feels a lot like really relatable, not someone that's just glammed up from the beginning. And so, Racquel, welcome to the House of J Bolin.
I love it.
So as you can see, I like things that are like very streamlined, very clean lines and all that good stuff, right?
Yes.
I know that your life at home is probably far from that.
Oh no, this is fabulous compared to my life at home. It's like spaghetti stains in my carpet and juice boxes. This is nice.
Well, okay, so you have how many children?
I have two. I have two girls. Channing is 4 and Charlie just turned 1.
Wow. So that's a 3-year gap.
Yes.
All right. So what did your wardrobe do in this transition from being married to having a 4-year-old and then raising that 4-year-old and then all of a sudden 3 years later, now on top of the 4-year-old, you're balancing yourself, career, husband, and a second child on the way. What has that been like for you?
Man, I was actually just talking with a friend about this. She made a statement, and I think moms often make the statement like, I just got to get back to who I used to be or how I used to dress. And prior to my kids or even getting married, I was always speaking somewhere, singing somewhere, doing something. I was very active. Even in college, I was dressed to the nines on a random Tuesday. So I think my wardrobe prior to children and just like evolving in my life was very mature, business, but like classy. But definitely like why she dressed up and going somewhere. That's just how I dressed. And not over the top, but I just took pride in my appearance. My mom always stressed that.
So what changed that? Like if you were dressed to the nine and that was embedded in you, like what stopped that?
I think just life as a mom, and I hate to make an excuse for that, but it really does change because you're at home more, you're changing diapers, you're pumping breast milk, and it's like, why get these clothes dirty? I'm not going anywhere. So then over time, I ended up in like lounge clothes for most of the day, or mom jeans, or easy shoes to throw on instead of a heel. And so it's definitely just a lot more casual.
And there are ways, and we'll talk about this a little bit, but there are ways that you can actually be a mom and still be fabulous and still do all those things that will help accommodate those moments of like running after a child, running after a 4-year-old and running after a 1 or 2-year-old at the same time, and then making sure that the husband is good, making sure he has what he needs and on the go, and then you just simply being an entrepreneur yourself. You have quite a few businesses yourself,
I do.
Right? So
full-time, I'm a creative director for an ad agency. So I've been in the marketing industry for 10 plus years now. But then I also have a mom brand called Mama Care. It's a place to mother ourselves and really just stressing the importance to moms that even throughout the postpartum process, we have to find time for ourselves, and not just like the self-care, go get your nails done, but just the full mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, I think just battle and journey of being everything for everyone else and also showing up for yourself.
And I hear there's one element that you left off of that, out of your business, which is the fashion side.
Oh, yes.
So tell me, why did you leave that one area off? You were dressed to the nine, you knew how to do this thing, you knew that was important in the beginning, but you left that off in this part of the business. Tell me why.
I don't know, Jay. That's a good question.
And it's not a right or wrong answer to it. I think that after today, you probably will add it on.
For sure.
It probably will become a new thing of not necessarily just transforming all the other things or accommodating all the other things. Now it's going to be all those things. You're going to give them the full package all the way around, because that's the one thing. I feel like that if ladies don't feel their best, then you can't really show up fully for yourself. And when you're not really showing up fully for yourself, then you don't really have anything that overflows for the family or for anyone else or for the future that you may have these big dreams, and now you're feeling like, okay, cool, I don't look like I used to look, so I can't really go after that dream anymore, or I don't feel the way I used to feel, and my kids are gonna be all over the place, so maybe I shouldn't go to this fashion show, because if I go to this fashion show or if I go to this particular event that's special, how am I gonna look when I walk in? Are people gonna look at me and I look like a mama? You know what I mean? Like, and yes, you can look like a mom. We're gonna have you looking like a bad mother. Okay, that's the goal. We're gonna teach you. Help me. Well, that's the goal. We're gonna teach you how to do that. What's been your biggest frustration when it comes time for you getting dressed in the morning?
A lot of times it's just time. So after I'm rushing to get Charlie ready, Channing ready, get out the door, get snacks and diapers and wipes and Pampers and all that stuff, then it's like I got 5 minutes. Like, I have mastered the 7-minute makeup. I can beat my face in the car. Like, okay, a hurry up, quick little situation. But then I find that when I'm out or when I'm working with clients, I'm putting them at the forefront, but then I don't feel my best or look my best in that. So that's probably the most frustrating part.
And I can relate to that. Like, I feel like if you're in a market where you're used to transforming other people, and I talked about this in 2 of our other episodes, like I said, well, hey, listen, I've transformed everybody else in the world, and I haven't taken the time to really transform myself. And I think it comes in seasons. You have to continue to revisit it.
Yes.
Like the way that we do in our business, we go back and we revisit our infrastructures to kind of see what the new need is, what needs to be met now. We have to do the same thing when it comes to wardrobe, because to every season may require a different level of what you bring to the table fashionably.
Yes,
so
absolutely. I think that, and I'm sure you can relate and know the sentiment of, I feel like fashion, even though I'm by no means, I don't consider myself a fashionista or to know fashion. I know what looks good, like I know what catches my eye. But I know that fashion and your outfit is simply a reflection of how you feel inside. And I think for so many years, or especially since transitioning to just more roles and responsibility, you know, the inside of me was forfeiting myself to show up in the way that I needed to show up. So now I've caught up to the place. I remember being at the mall not too long ago. I forgot what store I was looking at, but everything in there was gorgeous. I'm like, ooh, I'd wear that. Ooh, that's so cute. I'd wear that. But I was talking about it hypothetically, like it was somebody else that wasn't me. And I remember I was on the phone with my husband and I started crying in the mall. I was like, it feels like that's the highest version of myself. Like if I saw myself at the highest version of myself, that's how she would look. And he was like, well, why can't you do that now? And so I simply think that fashion now is me catching up to the mental shift, because you do have to go through a grieving process of like losing your old self, which, you know, that's a topic for another day, but just, you know, grieving your old self, trying to find your new self. And now that I've caught up to that, now I want to be in a place where I can be able to make more fashion forward decisions and really feel good about how I feel. And so that's where I am now, that I am, you know, we do ourselves a disservice when we don't choose to put ourselves on the plate as well.
And we all see something else that we want. I just think in life, I think that we all long for something else. So you may be grieving the old self, but the old self is looking at the new you like, I want you. And you're like, no, I want you. And we always feel like it's better on the other side. Yeah. And I feel like we always try to figure out, like, how do we get to this place? Like this place. We all think about this beautiful place, right? But not really enjoying the moment in the now.
Yes.
So getting ready for the now, getting dressed up for the now. When you're getting ready in the morning time, we want you to wake up, want you to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are and all the amazing things that God has to say about you. And while those kids are yelling in the background, you know, they're gonna yell, they're gonna spill the spaghetti on you. All those things are gonna happen. And that part is the part, that's what I call adulting, is being able to maturely know that when a spaghetti stain gets on you, that you can either have an emergency fashion kit just in your house that you can put together, And I'll tell you what that emergency fashion kit is, just some things that you need in order to get those things out of your way. It's the same way. Like if you have a coffee spill, you made that coffee spill. You're normally angry at yourself for a few minutes. The same way with the kids, you get angry for just a minute, like, dang it, you spilled spaghetti all over me. But it shouldn't ruin your day. It's just adulting. Adulting is in that moment, I chose to have this life. This is a beautiful life for me. I'm choosing to have a good day. When a mistake happens, I also choose to make sure that I have something in place that helps me out with that particular problem so that I can push past it and move forward.
Yeah, I love that. There's so much duality in it. That's been my word. Like, there's duality in all of it, like mamahood, and even just if you're a mom or not, if you're a wife or not, like there's so many things that we as women check off our list every day. And so however you show up for yourself, it's things about it that are not cute. Like there's parts of my day, they are not cute, but it's still a beautiful life, and it's the life that God has given me.
What are some of the things that are not cute?
Well, the body change, like, that would be a big help. Like, how do I dress with my body type? Like this postpartum belly that still look like I'm 4 months, but I'm not. So dressing for my body type, feeling good about the clothes that I'm wearing. Like it's got to be easy and movable. I think that's just the physical aspect, but then also just the mental overwhelm of the day is probably not cute. Like you're checking off these boxes every day, and one of those boxes not going to get checked. And I can be a perfectionist, and so part of the not cute process is just realizing that things will happen in the day. Like the other day, I was at a friend's house and I ran out of diapers for Charlie, and she had a complete blowout. And homegirl was in the back crying. I was like, girl, I don't have nothing for you. Like, I forgot the last diaper. Like that was a rookie mama move. And now the whole car ride was just stressful. And I had to like talk to myself, like, it's okay. This is okay. She's going to get home. The girl is alive. It's going to be okay. So I think just finding the not so beautiful moments and finding a way to still appreciate them and
appreciate them, because imagine if they were not there, then you wouldn't be having those moments, right? But you chose to have these moments, and to everything requires a bigger you.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
Everything new normally requires a bigger you, a more mature you, a sweeter, softer you, all those things, a fierce you, all those things. We're talking about the body types earlier. We were talking about this in one of our other episodes. I was like, listen, you got to have the correct bras. You got to have the correct snatchery in the waistline. You got to have all the correct smoothers. You got to have all the things, ladies. Like that's the biggest thing, is that foundation. And so today, as we're getting you dressed, we're going to dress you in things. We have analyzed, and we've seen your before pictures.
Oh my God.
So as we analyze your body, after hearing you now saying, this is how I have to get up, this is how I have to go, we're going to do something special for you today that we're going to allow you to really escape where you are now. Imagine that everything is at that high place that you talked about earlier. You're like, if I could just see myself at that high place. Well, today you've walked into the house of J Bolin and you're at that high place. And so today we're going to dress you for that. And we'll talk a little bit about why we put it on you, we have a full glam squad here as well. We have a celebrity makeup artist and a celebrity hairstylist here.
Oh my God.
That's okay. You've never done this before. This is another part of adulting.
Yes.
This is that, like, allow someone to do for you, because you're so used to being a great mother, nurturing people, nurturing clients of yours, nurturing and making sure that you're a great wife and taking care of home and the hubby, all those things. And now today it's just about you. And when you get dressed in the morning, we need you to wake up and have those moments just for you. Because like we say, if you don't show up whole for the family,
that's true,
then they're getting half of you.
That's true.
And you show up whole and you let whatever the abundance is flow over for them. So today, whatever you find here, whatever you get here, whatever you learn here, we want you to take it, embrace it, and apply it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're going to get you over into our glam room. Hair will be done, makeup will be done, and wardrobe will be done. And the next time that you come back in this room, you're going to be a different woman.
Oh my gosh. Oh God.
Okay, so I'm talking a little low now because Racquel is going to glam. Okay, so she's in really good hands. Again, I said that she had a celebrity makeup artist, celebrity hairstylist. We brought in the best of the best that you could think of to be here with us today, and they are going to kill it.